Hello, welcome to an inspiring math video. I am Francisco Pivara. In this video, I'll be going through the topic algebra. In algebra, we want to focus firstly in expansion. We will be expanding algebraic terms using the distributive law. And this will be done by multiplying the term outside the bracket by each term inside the bracket. So in this scenario here, we have a term A, which is outside the bracket. This will be multiplied by each term inside of the bracket. So A will multiply with B, in this case here, A times B. Then A will be multiplied with C. So we'll have A times C. All right, so this would be your expanded form of this algebraic expression using distributive law. So we want to expand by distributive law. First, we will multiply 2 with G and then 2 with 5. So 2 times G plus, that plus is the plus that is in the middle, 2 times 5. I'm using the times as brackets. So we'll have 2 times G is 2G plus 2 times 5 is 10. So 2G plus 10 will be the expanded form of this expression. In our second example, we have 3 multiplying F and 3 multiplying -4. You need to be careful with that. So 3 times F minus, because minus is in the middle here, please note that. Then 3 will multiply the next term inside, which is 4. So simplifying, that gives us 3F minus 3 times 4 is 12. So 3F minus 12 will be the result in this case. In our third example, we have 4 multiplying H, 4 multiplying G, and 4 multiplying 6. So 4 multiplying H, there's a plus in between. 4 multiplying G, there's another plus. Then 4 multiplying 6. So simplifying each one, 4 times H is 4H, plus 4 times G is 4G, and 4 times 6 is 24. So 4H plus 4G plus 24 is the answer, is the expanded form of 4 open bracket H plus G plus 6. In this example, we have a -2. You need to be very careful with that sign. So -2 times y and -2 times 5. So let us write -2. You need to use the negative that is outside. Please use the number outside. -2 times y. There's a plus in between. That's this plus here. Okay. Then -2, because remember the -2 is outside. So you need to write the sign times the 5. Now, this step that I will show you right now is very, very important. When you have 2 signs close by, you circle it and you make one sign. In this case, a positive and a negative make a negative. Okay? Different signs make a negative. So, we simplify and we'll get -2y right here. And then -2 times 5 becomes -10. So our answer will be -2y minus 10. Our next example has a -4 outside again, so we need to be very careful and we need to follow the similar step that we just did. So -4 times k and -4 times 3. So we'll write -4, because -4 is outside, then the k, there's a plus in between the bracket, then we say -4 times 3. Okay, this step is very important. Like I mentioned, we circle it and we make one sign. Different signs make negative. I repeat, different signs make negative. So negative 4 times k is negative 4k, and negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. So the answer would be negative 4k minus 12. Our final example in this expansion by distributive law is negative 5 times g and negative 5 times negative 6. Now, we will write a negative 5 times the g, the negative that is inside right here, then a negative 5. Let me go through that again. I am writing the negative first that is inside the bracket. This is the negative. Let me put that in green. All right, there we go. That's the minus for the negative, for the minus that is inside, okay, or negative. We use them interchangeably. And then the number is negative 5. So negative 5 times 6. So we follow the same step and we need to circle the two signs and make one. Well, different signs make negative, so same sign make positive. Like signs make positive, okay? So negative 5 times g is negative 5g. And then positive 5 times 6 is positive 30. So our answer is negative 5g plus 30. Okay, so this is expansion by the distributive law. Very well. Now we want to focus on expand and simplify. We will apply the concept that we just discovered, which is to expand using distributive law. Now we'll make a combination and we will simplify. Now, what do we do in this case? To simplify, you can add and subtract like terms only. Only if they are like terms you can add and subtract. Okay? For example, 3g and 4g, they are the same. They are both the same variable. G and g, same thing. So you can go ahead and add. 3 plus 4 is 7g. In this example here, 5h minus 2h, same variable. They are the same, so you go ahead and subtract. 5 take away 2 is 3, and that's 3h. Now in this example here, we need to be very careful. In this one here, we'll have to apply the concept of the absolute value, because the rule of integer, one of the rules of integers say, if signs are different, subtract and take the sign of the larger absolute value. So we'll apply this concept of absolute value at this moment. So if a number doesn't have a sign, it is positive. If a number does not have a sign, it is positive. Okay? Now, positive 5f minus 7f. Well, signs are different, and the rule said when signs are different, you subtract. So if we subtract here, we'll get 2. The difference between 5 and 7 is 2. Now, which sign do I take? Do I take the positive sign or do I take the negative sign? Because you have to make that choice. So let me explain what you need to do. So the absolute value, for you to know which number has the biggest absolute value, you will write this as absolute value. These two lines represent absolute value. So we'll write 5 inside and we'll write minus 7 inside. Now the absolute value of any number is always positive. I will say that again. The absolute value of any number is always positive. So the absolute value of 5, positive 5. The absolute value of negative 7, 7. So which one has the biggest absolute value? Well, 7 does. This one here. So we will take the sign of that one. So we have to take this sign and not this one. Okay? We have to take this sign and not this one. So it is minus 2f. Now let us do the next one and let us see if we can understand this even better. So let me erase these numbers because we will need to write in new terms to establish the absolute value. So here we have -6 and we have +7. So the absolute value of any number is always positive. So this is 6 and this is 7. Which one is bigger? Well, this one is bigger. So we take the sign of this guy. So we take this sign right here, and that is positive. So that's the idea of the absolute value. Now you might say, what about the 1? Where is the 1? Why are you not writing the 1? Well, you need to remember now that the 1 in front of a letter is not necessary. You don't have to write the 1 in front of the 1. So if we are talking about x, it is understood that there is a 1 in front of the x, but we don't need to write it. We keep it as x. Any letter, if it's just 1, you just write the letter without the number. Now, if you are talking about 2x, then of course you need to write the 2. You need to write this coefficient 2. If it's a -1, you only write the negative sign. Now we want to expand and simplify. In this example here, we will apply the rule that we learned previously and the concept of simplification to expand and simplify. So once again, we will expand using distributive law, 4 times f and 4 times 3. So 4 times f plus 4 times 3. Now we go to the next bracket, 2 times f and 2 times 4. You do not use this 4 for everything. You use the 4 only for the bracket that is right beside it. Okay? Only for the bracket that's beside it, you use that number in front. Now this other bracket has a different number in front, so we have to use a different number. So let me use a different color. Plus 2 times f plus 2 times 4. Okay, so now we will simplify. 4 times f is 4f, plus 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 times f is plus 2f, and plus 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, now remember what we just mentioned for simplifying. You can add and subtract like terms only. So what are, or which ones here are like terms? Well, 4f and 2f are the same. 4f plus 2f plus 12 plus 8. So that gives us 4f plus 2f is 6f, 12 plus 8 is 20. So our answer is 6f plus 20 in this case. Here we have 2j plus 3 plus 3j plus 7. So we multiply the first bracket by the 2. 2 times j plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times j plus 3 times 7. So 2 times j, then 2 times 3. 3 times j, then 3 times 7. Now we get 2j plus 6 plus 3j plus 21. 3 times 7 is 20. So let us arrange the like terms. Let's find all the j's. So 2j plus 3j plus 6 plus 21. So 2j plus 3j, that is 5j, plus 6 plus 21, that's plus 27. Like terms, add and keep the sign. So the answer is 5j plus 27. Now, we need to be careful with this one because this one has negative signs. Let's be very careful. It has negative signs. Be careful. So 3 times d and 3 times -6. So 3 times d we write the minus that's in the middle. Remember, we bring down the minus that's in the middle. We write the 3 outside and then the 6 inside. Now we are talking about this one here. Now we are talking about plus 4. So plus 4 times D minus plus 4 times 5. There's a plus 4 times 5. 3D minus 3 times 6 is 18 plus 4D. Remember here we have double signs, so we need to make one sign. Like signs make positive, different signs make negative. So that's minus 20. So we group like terms 3D plus 4D minus 18 minus 20. We have to write the sign in front of the number. This one here is minus 18, so we bring down the minus 18. And this one is minus 20, so we bring down the minus 20. Now simplifying, 3D plus 4D is 7D. Minus 18 and minus 20. Well, the rule says when signs are alike, you add and you keep the sign. 18 plus 20 is 38. Negative and negative, you add and you keep the sign. So it's negative 30. So this is expanding using distributive law and simplifying as well. I hope you enjoyed this session. It was lengthy, but I'm sure if you watch this video more than one time, you will definitely understand. All right, thank you. So long. Take care.